Hi, I'm Jacob with National Fleet Products, and today I will be demonstrating the installation process for a WM Systems Swivel loading ramp in the Dodge RAM ProMaster. This video will apply to all versions of the Dodge RAM ProMaster, encompassing all wheelbase lengths and roof heights. Today's video is the first in a three-part series. This video will cover the installation of the mounting hardware. The second video will cover the mounting of the ramp to the hardware and the necessary adjustments. The third video will cover the ramp operation, and we'll take measurements of the space that the ramp and the hardware occupy inside the vehicle. The hardware we're demonstrating today is our new NoDrill hardware. It's awesome. Using this design, no drilling into the vehicle's body is required. We're going to accomplish this using just a few simple tools. You'll see them here. First, you're going to want to have an impact wrench. We're going to be using a T40 Torx, a 3/16 Allen, a 4mm Allen, and a 9/16 socket. And I have these all set up to go on an impact, but you could use a crescent wrench or an Allen key if needed. With these tools alone, we'll complete the install in about 5 to 10 minutes. Now, let's talk about prepping the area for install. First, you'll need to evaluate your flooring situation. If your vehicle has a bare metal floor, no alterations will be needed. If you happen to have a rubber mat provided maybe from the factory, you could install the plate on top of it, but what I'd want to have you do is maybe flip that mat forward and peel back any sound deadening insulation that might be below it, so when you tuck the rubber mat below your plate, it won't be lifting it too much. Alternatively, you might be supplied with a wood floor. If that's the case, I'd ask you to follow along with the instructions, install the plate here, mark the leading edge, then remove the plate, cut that floor back, reinstall it so that the plate makes metal-to-metal contact, and that you have a nice transition between your plate and your flooring. Now we're ready to begin the installation of the mounting hardware. The first step is going to be to grab your impact, get your T40 socket on there, and we're going to remove 2 of the factory supply bolts from your rear threshold area here. These bolts are going to be removed and discarded. They're not going to be reused. We have supplied longer bolts that are going to be used in their place. Now we will begin to assemble our mounting hardware. I'm going to ask you to grab all 3 of your pieces and put them in place. You'll notice this one here fits the driver's side very nicely. This is going to be your passenger plate. And we have our center plate. And you will notice this does have these pre-supplied holes for those bolts where we'd removed it using that T40. You want to make sure you have this in the correct orientation and not backwards. Once you have that in place, go ahead and grab your impact again. You're going to want to get your 3/16 Allen key, and you were supplied 4 of these countersunk bolts. We're going to take these, we're going to put 2 on each side, and we're going to assemble this mounting hardware, get these 3 pieces into one. At this point, we're going to grab the rest of our remaining hardware. You're going to find some carriage bolts, washers, and nylock nuts. 2 of these from each are going to go on each side, and you're able to take this carriage bolt and slip it back here inside the body cavity, and you'll see it lines up really nicely with your bolt holes. Go ahead and put a washer and a nut on here from the outside. And with your remaining 2, we'll accomplish the same thing on the driver's side. Our last step is going to be to take that 4mm Allen. We're going to go ahead and tighten up these two bolts that were going into that rear threshold. What's important here is I want to mention is these are not really structural, they're more cosmetic. It's intended to keep the belly of the plate from bellying up or rising and just having a mind of its own. So go ahead and tighten these down, but they don't have to be super tight, just tight. Congratulations, you have now completed the installation of the mounting hardware in the Dodge RAM ProMaster. Please follow along with our next video, which will cover the installation of the ramp to the mounting hardware and the necessary adjustments. At this point, I'd like to remind you, I am Jacob with National Fleet Products. Should you have any questions regarding the install or the ramps, please give us a call. We are here to discuss your unique loading needs. Our number is 763-762-3451. Thanks for watching.